What's up? Hey, so you were born in 1986, and this video is for you. So I got I'm just doing a little cahoots game here just to keep my mind sharp on certain things as far as nutrition and recovery and different things like that. But what I want to talk about is, if you were born in 1986, why is this video for you? Well, I just want to point out some things. We already know how the world is like or what it was like, prior to having cell phones, you know. And then we got cell phones, right? And then the technology enhances, and then less activity starts to happen, right? And during those years, we were very active, and then after a while, we became less active. So now, and we are reaching the point where in 2026 we will be 40 years old. Yeah, exactly. So I would like to, just simply share that we already know what the world is like. We already have an understanding of how people move. You know, there is no secrecy anymore, unless you just totally, oblivious, you know, or have amnesia or some form of you can't remember anything, and that goes into the form of the topic of smoking. If you've been smoking for so many years, you may want to check out my OnlyFans page to see how you can fix your brain so that you don't fall into having dementia, and Alzheimer's, and amnesia, and just forgetfulness, because those are the major parts of the brain that allow us to live such a very long time. Once those areas start to deteriorate, you start to go, and you know what I'm talking about. So, I am more so speaking of the health and fitness of the people who were born in 1986. You're going to be 40 next year. There's no more excuses unless you actually decide to be a disciple and disciplined in being under the umbrella of excuses. But there isn't anymore. Working hard is stressful. Household relationships can be stressful. Not eating the right food, knowing in the back of your mind, you're not supposed to be eating it, can be stressful. Well, we can change that around. So I found a program, and it's called The New Human, because I found different ways that you can actually alter, manipulate your whole chemistry and actually becoming healthier wherever you're starting from, whether it's overweight, whether it's certain, ailments or different things that's occurring in your life right now that you possibly want to get over with, even the common cold, even basic headaches, loss of vision, different things like that. So coming to understanding the body and health, like we are entering that stage and that age where health should be a priority after God. You understand what I'm saying? So once we bow down and once we submit and start to tend to the most important thing, which is your health, we all see what happens. We all know what happens. Let me give you some examples. One example, you have children at an early age. It wasn't planned. Now you have a life where you have to sacrifice everything that you do for the children that you have. And they reach a certain age where they become independent, such as age 13, 14, 15, where you can leave them home alone or allow them to go places by themselves. And at that point, you become unhealthy, and now you start to take on your life. Well, let's change the narrative. How about you start now? How about you get disciplined now? How about you get disciplined in your health and follow through, actually? So if your children are at the age group of 8 or just born, 13 or whatever the case is, start now. So by the time they become adults, you don't have any health issues. 1986 babies, we should be the ones that the hospitals pay us to actually come to the hospital so that they can continue their research. We want to become the healthiest. We want to become the most optimal. We want to change everything in this world right now when it comes to hospitality. We want to treat people as the way we want to be treated. Why? Because we're going in our 40s. Things like stress, strokes, heart attacks, the whatever happened in 2020, those people who took the jabs, they're going to need some help. People are going to need help. People are going to need strong people that stand on their square. That means 10 toes down. You understand? People who follow through, people who mean what they say, people who follow through, people who keep their word. And even if they break their word, they actually take the blame for themselves and point it out and then fix the breakdown and then overcome it and then move forward. We're not dealing with stragglers. We're not dealing with people who want to stay stuck. And if you want to stay stuck, we'll applaud you to stay right there. And that's perfectly fine as well, for whatever reason you want to do that for. But moving forward in this life right now, we're turning 40 next year. Health should be the priority, and healing. If you've been healing, daggone well that that's cut and big scar on your back that happened in your life, whether it was mental, whether it was spiritual or physical. You need someone else to come and assist you with the healing. So don't think that healing alone is going to do it, because you may need support in whatever it is that you want to achieve in life as well too. So while the healing process happening, you want to be able to also be in a position where great things in your life is happening at the same time. That's why the people in your circle do matter. You see what I'm saying? The people in your circle do matter, because each person in your circle has a specific skill, technique, talent that they can bring to the table. A network of people that can possibly help you along the way. So I just want to share this one thing. So I've been carrying this Chucky around for quite some time now. And I'll tell you one thing, man. One of the most interesting things that has happening on a consistent basis is that the baddest woman of all come tap me on the shoulder to show me a picture of themselves with a Chucky and a knife in the bed, and the women are smiling. Men, continue to be yourself, for these women crave interesting things. It's okay to be violent. It's all right. But in other words, what I'm saying is, don't change yourself for whomever you want to be with. Continue being yourself, because those days and those moments bring me joy. And by that, I'll close out. So I'm going to get some training in. Today is fasting. It's Monday. I'm going to be fasting today and taking care of the one most important thing, because the first line of self-defense is the innate cellular response to things that you don't even know that have entered into your body through your skin, through your airwaves, or even something you've probably even transmitted from touching somebody. So the more you eat, the more you feed disease. The less you eat, the more the cells that can come out that have been laying dormant for so many years can fight off the disease and prevent it from going deeper inside the body. What does a black belt mean to me? It means mastery of self. No one should ever let themselves go. And I don't care who you are. So I'm coming to change that, change the game and improve it, right? What does a black belt mean to me? Mastery of self, of the mind, body, and the spirit, and all of the above comes after. Us. Now, I wish I had a remote to turn this off, but I guess I got to get up. Right, Chucky? Come on.